Hello, welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast on my phone. Hey, fantastic start line, well done. We are back for another match. As I say, match day Watchalong. We are in Europa. Match day 5. We are back level with everyone else now. Match day 5 away to PSV this week. We also played them last week at home. We won 1-0. We're leading the group. All we need tonight is a point. A point, and we win the group. We have already qualified for the next round, but it's just a matter of the playoff bullshit thing with the Champions League dropouts, or you win the group and you're in the last 16, no matter what. And you avoid all that palaver of the extra 2 games. As you can see, we've got the lineup on the screen there. Gary and Liam will be joining us at some point during the stream, bit in and out basically. And when they do join us, I'll let them back, as in backstage, I'll get them in the stream and get their thoughts on the game and all that jazz, basically. As you can see, we've gone for, well, there's a few changes from last week, but still a strong lineup. Arteta sending that the signal tonight that he wants to get it sorted, get in, get the result, be it win or draw, win the group, come home, and take the pressure off next week, where we can sort of rest players definitely next week, going into the Chelsea game afterwards, and basically, as you can obviously, the main name you're going to see straight away is Ramsdale to start making his European debut in general, not just for Arsenal, but in general. Because it turns out Matt Turner's just literally watching the build-up on BT Sport, and Mikel Arteta says that Matt Turner last night felt a pull in his groin. So instead of risking anything and making anything worse there, they've basically he's got the night off. He's not even on the bench. And as I say, Ramsdale's making his European debut, which is going to be very interesting. And obviously with the idea of next season, hopefully being in Champions League, I want him to get some experience in Europe. I didn't want him going into next season, if we do qualify for Champions League, having no sort of European night experience whatsoever, home or away. And obviously the back line is Tomiyasu at right back, Ben White's on the bench instead, Saliba, Holding, Kieran Tierney playing left back, Sambi Lokonga comes in for Partey, Granit Xhaka starts again and is the experienced head in that midfield pivot. And in the front four of Martin Odegaard, Fabio Vieira, and Fabio Vieira is not going to be in the usual creative role. He's going to be out on the right tonight, filling in for Saka, and then we've got Martinelli down the left and Eddie down the middle. And then when it comes to the bench itself, we've got Carl Hein, however you want to pronounce it. He's our backup goalkeeper tonight, third choice. He's on the bench. Got, as I say, Ben White, Cedric, Gabriel, Partey, Matt Smith, the doctor, Surgeon, Ibrahim, Reece Nelson, Saka, and Gabriel Jesus. Now, for me, in terms of subs tonight, if we were doing well and we say we're 2 goals clear, we're 2 goals clear in this game, I am begging Arteta, do not, unless the certain players have an absolute stickings as a like for like, apart from that, do not play any of our Premier League players unless it's absolutely necessary from the bench, I mean. So the likes of White, Gabriel, Partey, Jesus, Saka, unless it's absolutely necessary, don't play them tonight. Let them have the night off if it's possible. That was a major critique of mine. Not last week, the week before when we played Bodo Glimt at home. That literally, we're coasting to go 2-0 up in the game. We're coasting. They, for some reason, decided to bring on all the big guns, basically, to strengthen the hold even more for some reason, even though we were controlling the game as well. So hopefully he doesn't do it tonight. Even though I know we've got Nottingham Forest and it's not going to be as intense, and we're at home, not being as intense and as hard as a Tottenham or Liverpool, etc. Not a big rival, basically, playing us on Sunday. But I don't want to risk any injuries. Not this close to the World Cup either. Oh dear. If you are trying to do subscribe, do smash that like button and do share the content around. And also get your score predictions in before the game kicks off at 1:45 the hour here in the UK. Do get your score predictions in the chat. I'll put them up on the screen and we'll go from there. I'm going to grab my phone in a second to just find out where the other two are. And yeah, also if you want to pop on and have a bit of a chat, let me know and I'll put the link in the live stream, live chat, whatever you call it. There's also a poll running in the chat, and the question is, will Arsenal win the group tonight? It's a simple yes or no answer. Basically, put your vote in, and I'll have a look at it at half time. Oh dear. But for me, in terms of looking back at the lineup here, I know obviously Matt Turner was one of those. Obviously, he's injured, so I can get my head around Ramsdale having to play. It's not a big deal there. But for me, and I know we want to get to Route 1 tonight and all that, but I don't get why he's going so strong. He could have got the balance perfect, basically, even now. Got Nemeth in the chat. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're keeping well. And again, give me your thoughts on the night off. As I say, happy Tierney's playing. Don't get me wrong. Holding, obviously, he's our European centre back. Well, one of our European centre backs alongside the City Gabriel. Again, Lokonga ain't got a problem with. Xhaka seems to play every game apparently. He can never rest apparently. But the Martinellis of this Odegaard, against Saliba, Tomiyasu, who've been playing a lot recently. I personally don't get why they're playing in terms of starting. I would at least put Adam on the bench and mix up a bit, at least balance it out in terms of the experience at the full strength of Premier League 11 and a bit of the youth. At least do that, but he hasn't even done that. There's more youth on our bench than there is on the starting 11. Which is, and the thing is, what I feel sorry for, I feel sorry for the youngsters that are on the bench tonight. No matter what, I'd see that we could be hosting 2-3-0 with 10 minutes to go. I don't see any of them coming on, sadly. And again, I don't want to send a message at Arsenal are serious about this competition. We want to get it done and dusted and kick off next week and make it easy for ourselves, etc., etc. But there's a way of doing it because tonight it's gone full strength tonight. It could backfire on us. We could get injuries, and then what? Come Sunday, then what? And then the players that should have been playing tonight basically will be playing on Sunday because of injuries to the players that have had to play tonight, potentially. Up the Arsenal says Nemeth. Yeah. Oh dear. That's it. Excuse me. Pardon. If you just bear with me, I was going with my phone so I can find out where the other two disappeared to. Oh, bloody hell. There you go. We'll talk of one of the devils anyway. Liam's coming on at 7, he says. So, second half, basically. 7? Yeah, 7. So, second half, he'll be coming on 4. Okay, Liam's coming. But Gary will be with us soon. Words out, that'd be fantastic, Ryan. Oh dear. Don't want to say for a second. That's what's gone. Mine's gone blank. Mine's actually gone blank. But going with I'm going to give my score prediction now for Gabe Rangers. Going by how strong Arteta's gone tonight, it'll be more intense. I think the fans will make it more intense, but like me and James discussed, I can put the scoreboard at this team down for a second. Like me and James discussed on Tuesday in the podcast. PSV not only did they lose to us last week, they did lose on Sunday as well, 4-2 away from home against a team they were expected to win. Sorry. So and obviously the backlash from that and all that. So there's a bit of a wobble there as well, not just in the media side of things and the fans. It's in the team as well. Doing a bit of a wobble now. So they'll be looking to bounce. They won't want to make 3 defeats in the bounce. But if I'm being honest, going by how strong we've gone tonight, I can't see anything but an Arsenal win. I think it'll be another squeaky narrow win, but I think it will be the case. And then obviously that means we've won the group with a game to spare, 5 wins out of 5. And the best thing about winning the group tonight is next week at home to Zurich, we can actually rest a majority of this squad for before going into the Chelsea game the following weekend. But I'm going to go for a very tightly contested 2-0 win to the Arsenal. It's going to be one of them games. I think Eddie, he's playing in the middle zone. Another thing that I like is that Eddie is going to be, not only is Eddie, in terms of Eddie starting, he's playing in the middle. Unlike last week when he started, and we all thought it's going to be 2 up top, it turned out to be Jesus down the middle and actually Eddie down the wing. It just didn't work. We've got Eddie down the middle, and that's where we're going to get the best out of Eddie, because it does everything he did last week in terms of the running on and off the ball, and stretching the defence in that sense. But the main reason you have an Eddie in Nketiah is because we mentioned last week, he's a poacher. He'll get himself in the box, he'll get himself in them areas, and he'll just be there at the right place at the right time at times as well in terms of the ball that's ricocheting. He'll just be there, boom, like we saw the other week against Bodo Glimt and against I think it was Zurich in the opening game of the tournament as well. Right place, right time. And we're gonna. I'm hoping that's what we're going to go back and see now, because, as I say, he's more productive down the middle for us. He's not, with all due respect to Eddie, it's not a dig at him at all. He is not a versatile player. He can play one position. That's one position where he's the strongest. And you can put him there, but you won't get the same as you would if you play him down the middle. Whereas you put Jesus out in the wing as well as down the middle or whatever, you're going to get the same sort of produce from a Jesus, for example. And again, it's not to get Eddie. Eddie's still young. He'll still that side of things, of anything that might develop later on down the line, maybe. But for now, I think the best position for him, when he starts, he's just got to play him in the middle for now until the rest of that game develops, and what I want from him develops on the training pitch. Just play him down the middle. Trying to think. Excited to see Tierney back at left back and Tomiyasu's at right back. But I'm excited to see Tierney get some minutes under his belt as well, and start to ram home why he needs to obviously be the starter left back in the Premier League as well, and get Tomiyasu out of that position, because obviously it doesn't look good on Tierney otherwise. Even though there's no World Cup record, it still doesn't look good on him for his national side if a right back's keeping him out of the squad, even if it is due to trying to get his fitness back and all that. Nevertheless, against Sambi Lokonga, I'm a big advocate of Sambi Lokonga. I backed him to the hill last year, even when he was going for the purple patch, the bad patch that we all saw. I was there behind him, supporting him, getting behind him, and saying, and basically one of the very few fans that saw what we saw in terms of he was being left, has been overplayed. He's been completely exposed by the lack of experience alongside him. So whenever he did play, it's because either Xhaka was suspended, or Partey was injured, or both at the same time, or we just at one point back in January as well, especially, we literally had no one. We literally had no other midfielder. Second from January, the start of the new year, because Xhako's coming back. Xhako's coming back from an injury. Partey had gone off to AFCON. Ainsley had been out on loan to Roma, and it was just Sambi. And then you're trying to put him league and domestic cups as well in that midfield pivot alongside a player of like maybe what we saw Martin Odegaard and all that, who don't, or Charlie Patino was in the FA Cup as well. And because they don't have that experience of playing that sort of role, it just didn't work. My finger. I don't know. But it just didn't work. And obviously I got behind and I said, no, when you get someone, you've got to bear with me. He's a young lad, being overplayed. He got completely exposed. I didn't agree with it. I was bang out of order by Arteta on the club at the time. I stand by them words that I gave out at the time. And since then, this season, whenever he has played, he's played alongside either Partey or Granit. I'm being proved right, because look at the difference in his performance in some of the Congo's performances this season, when he's got someone alongside him in a Xhaka or Partey that can help guide him through the game. If he's having a bit of a wobble, maybe they're there to guide him through it. And even if he doesn't feel like he's having a wobble, he's there, and you're seeing more of his natural game because he's got someone. He's confident in his midfield partner. He's got someone there that brings the best out of him, basically. And I'm looking forward to seeing that tonight, how that plays out. And away in Europe, obviously, it's going to be a different ball game compared to domestically. At home in Europe as well, and all that sort of stuff. And as I say, the main one though, I'm looking forward to seeing, and intrigue has got my intrigue. It's Fabio Vieira playing out on that right wing instead of in the place of Saka, because obviously whenever we've seen Fabio so far, it's predominantly been down in that in the number 10 Odegaard position, basically in the middle of the attacking foursome, just in behind the striker, but being that creative role. We've not seen him. We know he can play there because obviously that's what he did at Porto at times as well. We know he can play there, but can he do it for obviously over in a big game like this and going forward? Is that sort of a thing we can do going forward? I'm saying that he's coming early. Thought it's 7 o'clock you're coming on, Liam, but here we go. And little Bobby.
No, I'm coming on until 7 o'clock.
Oh, until I misread it then. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, no.
How you doing, Liam? And how's little Bobby?
Not bad, mate. Not bad. Looking forward to the game. So's he.
Yeah, he's glued to the TV already. He's like,
yeah,
come on,
he's
waiting. An improvement for Sunday, please.
Yeah, exactly. Weren't a good watch Sunday, was it?
No, but I was just going for the key players I'm looking forward to seeing tonight. Obviously, have you seen the team, haven't you?
Yeah.
Obviously, we knew. Obviously, Ramsdale is in because Chenna's got a slight nigger on his groin. But what the players, we've gone full strength. We have gone full strength. We didn't want it, but it has happened because it is what it is.
Do you know what? I was thinking. I said that after, I didn't want no one playing today, but then I thought about it after, and I thought we got an own game this weekend against Forest. Yeah, Forest got a good result, but it's totally different, isn't it?
Yeah,
playing at the Emirates, playing at the City ground. I think it's about getting that point today, and then obviously concentrating the Chelsea game away and resting everyone. I think that's the more important thing, isn't it?
That's what I was saying in terms of before you came and between going live and you coming on now. I've been saying it sends a signal that the main thing tonight is to win the group, and then comes Zurich, who can rest players with Chelsea in mind around the corner.
Yeah,
and then so then they're fully fresh to do their bit, because obviously Chelsea are going to do the same because they've qualified for the next round of their Champions League group, unlike Tottenham.
Yeah, it's a shame last night, wasn't it?
Oh, the tears, though. I love the tears today.
Joe, it was funny, but I went downstairs. I was sitting on my sofa, right, and I see they got a late win, and I was like, for fuck's sake. On that note, I'm going to bed. And I went upstairs, went to bed, and I was thinking how jammy they are. And then I couldn't believe it. I went back on and see that it had been disallowed.
The thing is, what made it even better? They celebrated the celebrations was like they'd won the bloody thing.
Yeah, it was outrageous.
They're celebrating that they actually won the trophy. Conte's running down the line, fans are on the pitch. It's all going off. And when it gets disallowed, Lloris's face, Kane's face, all like, what the and Conte's off the plot. He gets sent off. And
I did sit there. Sorry, I did sit there and think, like, that's harsh, isn't it? Like, the way they were celebrating as well, and for them to score that goal and then for it to be disallowed, that can kind of ruin. Like, you see how that's done Conte in, that can kind of devour a season, that can.
Couldn't happen to a nicer team. Even probably agrees.
Even he's having a bit of a chuckle over it.
No, but no, it's just I was just like that was just how it happened. It was just like icing on the cake. It was just like, oh, brilliant. They've done all that, they've given it the big and then the celebrations, and then just to have that taken away from them. And then,
even Conte went bonkers, didn't he? They all went mad.
They all went. They absolutely lost their minds. And like, you're celebrating like you've won the thing.
Mm.
But now the thing is,
it's a tricky last game now. Marcel Wade. That is a rock right of a game.
Any of the 4 teams in that group can qualify still. So Marcel got
not a ground you want to be going, mate. I always remember, right when
Guendouzi, all the usual, basically Arsenal light, basically.
Yeah. I always remember that when we got knocked out by Atletico Madrid, I'd already had tickets for the final over in Lyon, and I ended up going still, right. And I was stuck in between all the Marseille fans for the final, and I tell you what, mate, that is one hard game for Spurs away from home. To even like they're going to have to go and win it, even though they can get a draw, but they're going to be well up for it, them Marseille fans, and that's a tough game. That is a tough game.
Yeah, I've been saying since they lost to Lisbon away an opening game of the tournament, I've been saying, wouldn't it be funny after all the bigging they gave us back in May? Oh, we finished top 4, unlucky Arsenal, Thursday nights. They come and join us on February and Thursday night.
Yeah, it'd be dreadful, wouldn't it? It'd be dreadful for them.
But yeah, the teams have come out, by the way. If anyone's watching us as well, guys.
I'm just going to turn the light on quickly, mate.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Xavi is playing as well. Gutierrez, Verman. The usual suspects, basically, for PSV. And also Arsenal went all black with the greyish shorts to don't clash with PSV's shorts, apparently. I don't know. Yes, Emery is back. We're going to get onto that when Liam comes back, actually. For anyone that doesn't remember, what happened the last time we played PSV away in European football?
PSV away, was that weren't when Gilberto Silva scored after 10 seconds?
Yeah. Record breaker. It was. That was the
How's that for knowledge? 9 seconds, weren't it? 9.5 seconds?
20.3 seconds, something like that.
Oh, it was 20.3 seconds.
But I believe, I don't know if it's, I believe it's still a record that's held to this day. I think.
I can't think of many that's beat it.
But yeah, and then Memphis mentioned Emery is back at the Villa. That's going to be interesting. The second half this season, sorry.
Yeah, that's an interesting one, isn't it?
Didn't realise this. Matching hoodies. We don't plan this, guys. We really don't plan this.
Absolutely not.
Oh, talk the devil is going.
It's a shame Bobby ain't got one on, isn't it, really? Oh, here he is.
Hey there. I can't this thing, you know.
All I want to say to you, sir, is that the days are ticking down now.
Your tissues, didn't they arrive yet? Did you?
Ain't gonna need them, mate. Ain't gonna need them.
You got Southgate. You're gonna need them. Gonna need them. Oh, you know what? I'll be right back because I was gonna do something, and you guys already. I'll be right back.
No worries, mate. No worries.
He has gone for quite a strong lineup, though, isn't he? But this is going to be a much harder game.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be harder. If we'd already won the group, I think you go to a weaker team. No matter who we're playing on the weekend, you'd go for a weaker lineup, basically.
Oh,
So in one sense, I'm happy he's gone full strength just to get it out of the way so it doesn't carry over to next week. I just hope it doesn't come back and bite us in the arse injury-wise.
This is a big game that we need, to be fair. Like, they're brothers, aren't they? Like, when you go to Zurich and you go to Bodo, yeah, right, we got the job done. But we're in a situation where we're in a no-win situation. We expected to win them games. Where this is a game, like I think Joe Cole said before, these are two teams that should be in the Champions League.
Yeah.
It's a Champions League game as such. So, like, this is a game where we need to put our authority out that we can go to these kind of grounds and win.
Well, this is the thing, though. Look at the teams that have just dropped out of the Champions League this week alone. Juventus, Barcelona.
Yeah.
Who was it last night? Dropped out. Oh, well, so it's not Barcelona. I'm trying to think.
There's another one, isn't there?
So the big guns are dropping out.
It's going to be a hard Seville
Sevilla and Atletico as well. That's it. They both dropped out.
Yeah, Atletico is a big one, mate. That's a big one, that is.
Did you see how they went out, though? They actually got a penalty. They actually got a penalty after the whistle being full-time whistle went. Got it, took it, missed the rebound, missed the other rebound.
Got knocked. They basically got knocked out twice, didn't they? I had a friend who was over there, funny enough, who went to that game.
Oh, bloody hell, bloodbath then.
He's been to that game, right? And he went to the bar. Do you remember the Barcelona game against Paris Saint-Germain when they turned it around?
Yeah.
You see anything different?
Pardon?
Yeah, I see the difference. I see it. You're matching up with colour now.
I had it sitting right there. Like, all right, I'll put it on as soon as the match comes on, and then I rushed to get on, and forgot to put on the top. So
yeah, Barcelona.
Well, I didn't. Kind of was going back and forth in some of the chats there about whether we were weaker or stronger, but we're stronger, right? So.
Yeah, we've gone. Yeah, we're stronger.
I mean, you put Ramsdale in the box; it's a lot stronger. We
say that Eddie has lost the ball, the idiot, in midfield.
Oh my! Yeah, I just saw. I guess I'm a couple seconds behind because I just saw that. That was pretty like.
That's concerning. That's very concerning already.
What minute are you on?
Just after 3.
I'm 3:48.
3:07, 3:08.
20 seconds or 30 seconds ahead, so not that bad. It's not like usually there's like 2 minutes difference or something stupid like that.
Nah.
There was everybody in the chat. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. Will Conte stay or go now? Is asking from Nemeth in the chat.
I mean, they have everything's in their control. I mean,
not really, because it's all 4 teams can still qualify in that group.
No. If they draw, they're in.
If they draw, that's a big if. Now away from home, they've got to go full strength now as well.
But I mean, there's like more options for them to go through. Than they like if the other 2 teams draw, they lose, they're in. So,
it's a big if though.
Yeah. But what I mean is, there's just more opportunities for them to go through than not.
That's a hard game, Marseille, though.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter it doesn't matter as much though, because the other 2 teams draw.
Yeah, but they can't play for them to draw, can they?
No. Both them other 2 teams knowing that basically winner takes all for one of them spots.
Yeah, so basically we need someone to win that other game.
Ding dong of a game that one is as well.
Yeah.
Who's that? Sporting versus?
Sporting versus Frankfurt, yeah.
I tell you,
good guys.
I fancy Sporting. Well, they ain't a bad. They've got.
We get a shot. I mean, everybody's just looking to make that extra pass. Come on. All this time. All these
first
touches in the box.
Our first touch at times over the last few games has been pretty poor.
Yeah.
But even when we get the touch and we're in the box, we're still looking to make another pass. And it's like, at some point, somebody's going to take a shot, please. Right?
Yeah.
I think the only way Conte leaves or gets sacked is if not only do they get knocked into Europa League, not only that, but if their league form then pit like those dives between now and Christmas.
Yeah. Well, the fact that they have to go with starters midweek, I don't know what their match is afterwards, but it doesn't seem to matter who they play. Another poor touch there. Afterwards. Who's that poor touch by? Is that Jacques, I guess? So last time we played on the road, it was because the pitch was bad, right? Now what's the excuse this time?
There's no excuse this time, mate. It's a true test, this game.
So I was watching a show yesterday, and they had a PSV fan on there. It was Stephen Featley's channel, and he seems to think they didn't even come out to play. They were playing for the draw in the last match, which it looked like it. So he's expecting them to just go full today. But I think Arteta's defense is so much better than people give it credit for. That not everybody can just blow us away. I mean, only giving up 3 goals once this season,
And so after Tottenham's game against Marseille next week, they've got Liverpool on Sunday.
So that's not a good matchup for them. Not out in general.
Where is that? Liverpool or Tottenham?
Tottenham.
Well, I don't trust Liverpool either, to be fair, at the moment. But the only good thing about that is someone drops points in that game.
Or both.
Well, that'd be the perfect thing, wouldn't
it?
Yeah. Get Liverpool as far away as possible now.
Yeah.
So I'd rather have Liverpool further away than some of the other teams.
Yeah.
Because they can make a run, right? They can go on a 5 to 10 game run, and you're like, not too many other teams can do that.
The thing is, though, mate, you look at they've had some hard games, but you look at some of the games they've dropped points in, and you think, that ain't good, is it? Do you know what I mean? Well, you can't be dropping games against these kind of lower teams because you still got the hard games to come. We're giving away the ball away way too easy here at times. Just save Ramsdale.
I know Nketiah's coming back because that's what Jesus does, but I mean, Erdegaard or Xhaka should just come on to take that position a little bit more so he can move up the pitch.
Oh, yeah.
I guess it's crazy because I want him to play like Jesus. So if he's coming back, that means he's thinking a little bit like Jesus. So
that's poor Odegaard. What are we doing tonight?
It was a terrible pass by who was that? Odegaard.
Odegaard.
Sure, was Ramsdale. Yeah, I've got. I think it's becoming quite apparent. We've really got to start. We really need to look to at least strengthen 1 or 2 places in January.
Well, it's behind Partey every time. That's where it starts. So if you look, for me, it starts there. And then if you look at anywhere else, usually it's because everybody else has to probably rotate to support the weakness in that position. I mean, there's nothing there. Like, they don't even go to him, Sambi, sometimes. They just bypass the midfield because there's nobody there.
Well, it's just shit ball after shit ball, mate. Like, all I keep seeing is them putting their hand up and saying, sorry, sorry, sorry. Stop being sorry, sort it out.
Yeah.
So wait, see the one from Fiera.
So how many seconds are you ahead of us?
9:45 at the moment.
Oh, my. Okay.
About 35 seconds or so, yeah.
Take the shot. Oh, come on. That's not even a shot. Martinelli.
I know. It's just complete. It's just total.
I don't know what that was because that's not really – it wasn't a good cross. It had nothing on it, and it wasn't a shot. So it's like, what are you doing?
You just seen the Fiera one?
Yeah, I just saw that one to nobody.
Yeah, just seen it.
He picked. He went for it. Was it A or B? He went for A/B and put it right between nobody basically, and just gave it back.
Sounds about
right. Somebody just needs to put their head down and say, "We're gonna just do it." They're hesitant. So yeah, I don't think I wish I could stay for the whole match, but I
Yeah, I'm
gonna have to.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I know it's good. The early kickoff just does us every time. The early kickoff is
there's another one.
Just feel for me. After, literally,
mate, even Ramsdale's doing it. Mate.
As this game finishes, I've then got to end this stream and go live again for the women's game.
I'll tell you what, yeah, we're lucky we ain't got 1-0 down there. We're playing with fire at the moment. We're playing with fire at the moment.
That's a general play. It's just pathetic.
That Ramsdale is just ridiculous. That's what was stopping being like in the England team, things like that.
What's he done now? Oh, he's tried to ping it basically, and the attacker got in the way. It was too low.
Who is he passing it to? There's a question. It's like he changed his mind after the.
I think it was aiming.
He changed his mind after the after he went to kick it.
Yeah, it looks like he was aiming for Tierney because where he was nearest player to where the ball was going. Ow.
Is Saka on the bench?
Saka. We have all our starters on the bench.
All the big guns on the bench. Yeah, Saka.
What are you doing, Vieira?
Jesus. Trying to think now. Ben White's on the bench. Cedric's on the bench.
And good old Cedric.
So we have twice the possession, and we've got nothing to show for it because we're not even attempting to take shots.
Sounds about right.
So even now with Cedric, yeah, right. He's a player that you kind of want to get out really and get someone else in replace for different position because what's the offer now? Like we got two decent right backs.
Yeah. He's on fucking high wages as well. Not on.
Yeah, he's on decent wages, mate.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
Good
that defense from Fabio Rivera is like Ceballos, like.
Oh God! Don't say that.
Ceballos,
Don't say that.
I'm sorry, but that's the first thing I saw when I saw him just slip. When he had to just make sure he can head that ball away.
God.
Gives me nightmares still, mate. Danny Spice, and he won a European Champions League medal this season.
How's he Champions League? I don't know. And the thing is, what was even more bizarre last season? Obviously, he went on to win the Champions League in Madrid, and he was part of the squad. He was only making like the odd 5-minute appearance here and there.
Yeah,
he's got a winner's medal.
Yeah, he got a token, like big old token gesture. He was, wasn't he?
Yeah.
The cross in Fabio, no. When he's on that,
he loved a bit of shithousery, though, didn't he? He did.
Oh yeah, he had that in him. Definitely.
He started on Nketiah, didn't he?
Yeah, his own teammate. That's how shithousery he was. His own teammate, not helping me out here.
Yeah. After that Nketiah thing, I think he lost a lot of respect with people.
Yeah, from the team itself. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
his days were numbered after that.
Yeah, and it was soon after he come back, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like he had a really good spell we did when we won the FA Cup at that point with him and Xhaka.
Yep, came back from the obviously coming out the first lockdown and returning from the league and all that, and then from the FA Cup quarter final onwards, he obviously won us that game, and then from there on in, first of that campaign and league and all that, he was shit hot basically. He was like a senior player we thought we'd got in the first place. When he played against Burnley and his debut and all that, we started to see that. It was like, oh, okay. Then they renewed, but they extended the loan for another season. Yeah. He went back in himself again. He did what he did. He did that thing with Eddie. Was that opening game as well, wasn't it? That's Fulham away, wasn't it? Opening game of the season, that was.
Was it opening games? Yeah, that's what I was saying. It was right at the start of him coming back.
Yeah,
and by that point, I think.
And then if now and then you barely saw him then. And who was it?
Who did David? Did he fall out with David Luiz, or did David Luiz fall out with someone as well? Something happened, didn't it?
I think David Luiz. He fell out with someone. No, I can't remember now. I'll have to look into
Probably
that.
Probably
was surprised.
There was some kind of training ground rail, weren't there, or something?
Sounds about right at that time. But
that's a poor touch, Eddie. It's a poor touch.
Here's me saying, Eddie, will actually give us something tonight playing down the middle. Fuck's sake.
I'm not seeing it at the moment, mate. Again, I'm not seeing it.
There's like a few games after like the energy burst of the new contract at the start of the season. We've seen that energy burst.
You know what? We look like we don't ever practice together. Like we don't like. I get we have some players that don't start for us on a regular basis.
Yeah,
but we look like we don't even practice.
No.
Oh no. Oh fuck off, Eddie. You know what? I can't be asked anymore. And the thing is, though,
Eddie can't keep a touch for
the worst case scenario of Eddie. He's got at the end of the season, things haven't improved. He ain't working. He's got 4 years left in his contract. We can demand that we can actually get him go for a fee.
That's what's going to happen.
Instead of losing him for nothing.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be to the quality that we're going to seek to go to over the next year or two. Like we're talking, like at the moment, like we're only attracting players that we want to get in now that are going to make this team better, aren't we? We're not panic buying, which I think is the right thing. Do you know what I mean?
That should have been the approach in the summer. That's why Nketiah wouldn't have been part of my plans if that was the case. Like you knew you needed a number 2 striker, number 2 9 forward, whatever it is.
I think that's not
you just because of just what you went through last season, where you had to go to your 3rd striker, who played okay, but could you depend on that? And we're seeing that you can't. You know,
I think that's all down to didn't get in the Champions League. I think that's the definition of why not getting in the Champions League that we've had to basically rely on Nketiah and El Neni.
Yeah, if we got top,
No, but the reason why we have to depend on them is because we didn't get a solid replacement behind a starter.
Well, it's not that. It's the fact of
for me, he was never number 2 if we were where we wanted to be, right?
If we'd got top 4 last season, I think Arsenal would have took the hit and just let him go for nothing, and then had the extra bit of money to go and get a number 2. But the fact we didn't, they didn't want to be put themselves out there, not just get Zaydu, but they put themselves under more.
They're through.
And then Zombie,
1-0 PSV.
Oh, fantastic!
That's a great finish, mate.
It was coming.
He's offside.
Was it offside? Was it offside?
It's a great finish, mate.
Or was it Marv's offside?
Is he offside? I'll tell you now if he's offside. Yeah, he's offside, mate.
Was it Harry Kane offside or was it Marv's offside?
No, this is well offside. This is well offside. The finish is quality, though, mate. He dinks it over Ramsdale. Do you know what? I quite like this Gakpo.
See, there's Gakpo and then there's Xavi Simons. Which one you take?
Like, if you even look at Gakpo, mate, and then Nketiah.
Man, he's well offside, so I don't even know why. The flag should be up already, right? It's already up?
Should have gone up.
Yeah, it's already up.
Yeah, should have gone up straight away.
What is that, mate? Sambi, look, mate, honestly, this is painful to watch, mate. He's another one.
You shouldn't be surprised. I keep telling everybody, Sambi's not the one it's not that he can't do the job, it's that we have to support him. So now instead of having one number 6 or whatever you want to call it, CDM, now you have to rotate Xhaka back, and every once in a while, El Neni, Erdogan will have to come back as well and support. So now your midfield is kind of trying to do 2 jobs, you know?
Right, let that be a warning to you, Arsenal. Can you please wake up now and just do your jobs? That'd be fantastic. We can just use that to wake up call or not.
I like when he turns. He needs to do that more. Turn up the middle, but then he puts a pass into the wrong team.
To be fair to Lukonga, he's not a number 6, though, is he?
No.
Right. That's the only defence I'll have with him.
We saw this with Tavares, and he kept going to it over and over again. And you're like, he's not playing the position the way you want. Why do you keep trying it?
Yeah.
You know.
Again, saying if buts and maybes, but if we had finished top 4 last season, I think Arteta loans him out this season, Sambi. Not just to
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, again, do you know what I mean? He goes. Yeah. I think if we get someone in January, he goes out on loan.
I reckon so.
But no, to be honest with you, I wouldn't loan him, and the reason I wouldn't loan him is because we're in the League Cup still, And when you're Europa Cup, you're gonna need everyone.
Squad depth. But
no, good save.
What I'm saying is Arsenal would have let him out on loan in the last one just gone if we'd been in top 4, just to let him go to Europa League club to sort of flesh out these errors in his games, his bad habits in his game, basically. Like we've seen.
I wouldn't even mind him going into it. Do you know what? I wouldn't even mind him going to a lower Premier League team, like somewhere like Fulham or somewhere like that. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't mind seeing that to see how he adapts to the Premier League. So I think he needs to play Premier League football.
Yeah. What a save!
That's a good save. It was right in the top corner.
That's what you get from Mehdi, the sort of right place, right time poacher sort of player. He's not anything else but that at the moment.
I wonder if Zinchenko will be back on Sunday.
Hopefully, touch wood. Come on.
The fact that he's not practicing means I'm not expecting him until I see him in a practice shirt on, you know?
Well, there was rumours yesterday that he'd been training up till yesterday, and then there was him and someone else, Marquinhos? Yeah, Marquinhos had a slight pause, I think. And then they were rested yesterday, and obviously that's why they haven't been in the squad today. We just weren't ready. Either that or he just weren't ready. One of the two.
What do we think it's Marquinhos in terms of like at the moment? Like he's not ready.
No, he's not ready.
In that position.
But so far, so good. From what we've seen in glimpses of him so far this season, is so far so good. We've got a gem there. He's a kid as well. Take the pressure off. He is 19. Got to remember that. So, but what we're seeing, it gives us something different as well down that wing when he does play. He's got a bit of that physicality about him as well, and he has that sort of Martinelli. When Martinelli first arrived at Arsenal, he had that bit between his teeth, the Brazilian sort of flair. He's got a bit of that bit with him as well. But obviously, time would tell. But yeah, he's another one I wouldn't loan out in January. I'll keep him.
No, you can't. I wouldn't loan him out. No, I think
for squad depth, you keep him till the end of the season and reassess things in the summer.
Yeah, no, I fully agree there.
If he doesn't get much playing time, then I don't see the point of keeping him, right?
I was about to.
You just waste a season of his career.
And then I was going to get the lasagna laid up.
That's why, as I've said before, and people don't like it, I don't like projects. Not with this team the way we are right now.
No,
because we have to wait for these players to get ready, and we eventually then put them out on loan. So then we waste a season with them.
Oh, that's shocking, Cole. Now you might just pass it to.
Oh dear. Yeah, what did you make of this change in the shorts at the last minute, so it doesn't clash with PSV's home shorts?
They have all the time in the world to figure this thing out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like we didn't plan this like last season, you know?
Well, for me as well, Arsenal, the away kit's all black here normally. So if you can't tell the difference, if you're playing, you can't tell the difference between an all black kit, a kit that's one colour.
Mate, we're seriously fucking just. It's a shocking ball. Another one from a Shaka now. We're just not with it, mate.
Mr. Bungle saying, "I will let you." So join us. He says, "I'll tell you what's cooking, people. 20 spicy wings from KFC.
Oh,
$5.99, by the way.
Fireworks going off outside the ground. Who's that for?
I think there was a car accident for one of the fans, if I recall.
Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool touch, though.
Yeah,
I think that's what it's for. I think he's a fan.
Like
yeah.
Got to be whereabouts if you're an Arsenal fan out there today, though, ain't you?
Oh yeah.
Well, you saw they got essentially probably fined around 40,000 pounds to fix all the seats, and then they can't go. The fans can't travel to the next away match. So
yeah.
Twats. Didn't surprise me, mate. When I was going through King's Cross, they were at 4:00. They were rowdy as anything.
What was it? James, who was on the podcast on Tuesday. We've been speaking since George made. He was giving me heads up. If you're going to go to the game or you know anyone's going to the game, just be aware of yourself, basically. Have your wits about you, because
yeah, definitely.
And as people found out, the stadium side of things, with the destroying of the away section and all that. Found out that way. Remember, you got Bobby in your hand. Calm down.
You know what we look like? We look like, you know how when you're like, I've seen this with the younger, you know, players. You're up 5-0, and at least over here in the States, when you hit a certain goal difference, the match is postponed, is canceled or whatever they call it, because they just, you know, they don't want to see teams get destroyed, and the other team just plays, you know, basically keep away for, as you know, can we get 20 touches before we actually attempt to score? And we look like we're trying to do that, because we're not even sometimes looking like we want to try to score. Just trying to get our touches in, you know, passes back and forth.
Yeah,
and like nothing.
What frustrated me the other day, right, massively, was just, and I think this is what Southampton done well. They tactically stopped the space from us getting it out from Gabriel and Saliba, more Gabriel.
Yeah.
And like, he was having about 6-7 touches on the ball and he weren't even going nowhere. And it was just that they were blocking out the space in that second half, but we had no tactical plan to change it or do something different.
No.
That's what kind of frustrated me. But even today, we just
playing within ourselves.
There's enough creativity in that team, and we're just not really creating anything.
We can't get out of our own half, man.
Nope.
And when we do, it's under duress every time.
I think the defensive midfield is so vital for us.
Sake.
And then you've got that clearance from Sambi that gets past
it was Eddie.
Tierney. It's like
that was Eddie.
I mean, as people call him, they call him Bambi, right? He looked a little scared there. Like he does not want the ball. He does not want the ball. In that position, you're supposed to want the ball, and you make the crisp pass because everything goes through you.
Just to be clear, it was Eddie and Ketty who gave the ball away, not Sambi.
Oh, I thought I saw 27 was the one that gave it away.
No, 14. That's why I went, Eddie, yeah.
So I thought it was 27. I was looking at the back of his shirt. It said 27. So
27 is Marquinhos, by the way.
Yeah, West Ham ain't happy. They had to play Monday night this week, and they're playing Thursday again.
20.
Oh, I'll be fuming. They did that to us a few years ago. They did that. Remember that big run? We got to the final Europa League.
Yeah, we had a Monday game, didn't we?
We had a Monday. It was in between the Napoli quarter final. We played at home. Played one that leg, 2-0, whatever it was. Played the Monday. We had to fly to Napoli on the Thursday.
Yeah, it's bullshit. But no team who plays Thursday night should be playing Monday night.
No.
Don't even get me started on Boxing Day.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're saying that. Look what's happened to us over Christmas.
I ain't going, am I? No, I've got a season ticket and I can't go. There's no train. So how can I get to
that's what you think. That's what you're tweeting. You're saying you won't be able to get back in time.
That's a shit touch, Odegaard. That is shit. That is shit. Yeah, can't go, mate. I don't even think there's no trains to get out, let alone come back. Like 8 o'clock on a boxing day, on a public holiday.
And then New Year's Eve 5:30, and then Newcastle again, either 5:30.
8 o'clock again.
8 o'clock again, yeah, on the 3rd of January. Then you got to think the first weekend of the New Year's FA Cup weekend as well. So depending on who would get in the draw as well, that could be an interesting sort of time frame. League-wise, in January is going to be an interesting one because we've got Newcastle at home, Tottenham away, and United at home in the league. So league-wise, it's already going to be hectic for us. Even Bobby's like, no, not them three. Anyone but them three. One second.
That's a bit out of a outburst, mate.
All right, I'll see you later on. All right.
Mate, it's just enough, mate. We just literally just passed the ball, yeah, right, to their opponents. Like, just literally passed in the ball and now set them up for attack. Come on. Come on. It's not good, mate, this. It's just reminding me of Southampton's second half.
Maybe he didn't tell these players they were playing until an hour ago.
Well, I don't know, but...
And then oh my gosh, you were right about passing it to the wrong team.
Oh, Jesus, man, honestly.
Gakpo's wide open. Let me give it to him.
At least you know it ain't gone in the back of the net. It's just nothing about us today, mate. I think that Thomas Partey role so massive.
I've been saying this forever. Nobody wants to listen to me.
It's so massive, mate.
You can't complain about our midfield when you've got a basically, as they say, a weak link there that drives a lot of your attention. You know.
Yeah, he's not strong enough. Lokonga's
he doesn't come for the ball, so like Xhaka has to come back to support him to come get the ball, right? So now Xhaka is out of position. So what do you do now? You just go by. You just go you go past him.
I think we'll see Partey again second half. I think you'll bring him on again.
You'll have to because that's how we scored, right?
Mate, that's shocking, mate. This is so poor.
You know what? I don't mind that they're playing zombie, but you cannot play the exact same way. It makes no sense. And you know what? Partey isn't guaranteed to play every match anyway, so you should already have a plan in place when Partey isn't playing that works for the players on the pitch, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, if that's a different formation altogether or what.
Just no one seems to be on it whatsoever. No one. Like,
Xhaka's pass to Nketiah is a little strong. just a bit off on everything. This doesn't look good at all.
That's another poor pass. Xhaka's done about 4 or 5 now. He's having a nightmare. He's having a really poor game as well, Xhaka. I just don't think not any of the midfield at the moment is doing anything to kind of really support the matter. We'll definitely see Partey come on in this game. I agree. Sadly, agree with Bungle there. I think it's not at the level. I'll put Nketiah and Lokonga in the same kind of category.
So that Mr. Bungle saying Eddie's about as useful as an ashtray on a motorbike.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's Mr. Citizen. Would you risk it tonight? The way things are going, would you risk things like Jesus?
I think you'll bring them both on, mate. I think you'll do exactly what you did last week. I think you'll bring the big players on second half. This ain't working, is it?
No.
Right, this is what winds me up, and you'll see it in a minute. But Saliba has the ball, and he just doesn't know where to go to. Mate, that's a shocking ball. Jesus Christ.
Oh wait, I need to use.
Oh my God, this is
Okay.
Yeah.
It's interesting what I said before the game. Because these are two Champions League teams. Watching the level of this game in this first half, mate, you can see why both teams ain't in the Champions League.
Doesn't feel like it at all.
Like even them at times.
Oh dear. There he is. Oh, there's a little Liverpool fan because they won last night. Chris, how you doing, my friend? You only arrive when you're winning, don't you? Or you've won a game.
No, we saw him when we played them.
Yeah, when they were winning.
No, they weren't winning when they were playing
when
us ever.
When they equalised both times.
Like I said, they weren't winning.
He made it out like they were winning.
That's better.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's a chance. Martinelli, that is a chance. Oh,
I thought you were about to scream Eddie's name there.
Martinelli, man. It's again. It somehow fell to Martinelli. It's hanged up. It's hanged in the air quite long, but I expect much better from him than that. That's a chance.
He's saying that he's off to the Milan Niscola games. I don't know. Let's go to James and look. Oh, you bastard. Who they got then?
Maybe that's got to be a little push in it. Oh, what are you doing, Odegaard?
Not much, apparently.
He's not playing well either. I always feel with him, he loses a lot of 50-50 tackles.
Oh,
There's no way ever, right, you could play Odegaard and Fiera in the middle of the park.
I said that last time.
There's no way.
And the only reason why that doesn't work is because they don't have a Partey. That's the only reason why it doesn't work. It's not because they can't play together. They have to support everything behind them. It just breaks down everything when you have a weak link where you have to support him. And the players are trying to, but he's going to have to show us something.
Mate, what has he done? Mate, honestly, Pablo, like Fiera, mate, he needs to man up. He needs to man up here, right, and start fucking doing some stuff because, yeah, he scored a good goal for us. But what I've seen in the last few games when he's come on as well and in the games, he's not doing enough for me. Hope he bangs in a goal now and shuts me up. But he's not doing enough.
fuck's sake. Well, hopefully the women's going to be more entertaining than this. Bloody hell. Otherwise, I'm going to
When's
die.
that?
Straight after this game finishes.
Oh, is it?
At the Emirates, yeah.
Who they got?
Zurich, the women's team.
Oh, yeah, of course they have. Forgot about that.
Yeah. I don't know why they're playing on a Thursday. It's Champions League night, but okay. It is what it is.
Should be an easy, big win, shouldn't it?
Well, we did beat the European champions on their turf last week, so
yeah. We're probably going to beat these about 1-2-0 now.
Yeah, be a scrappy 1-0 win.
What channel's that on?
Oh, it's on YouTube on Dazan. I'll send you the link on the group chat.
I won't be able to watch it anyway, mate.
On WhatsApp, sorry.
Yeah.
Dazan's YouTube channel.
Oh, well played, Eddie. Oh, he's giving. Oh, for fuck's sake, Red.
Don't say a word until he puts the ball in the net.
We won't be able to talk for like the rest of.
Oh no, he fouled him. He fouled him. He fouled him. To be fair.
Oh dear.
Oh, I do love to be disappointed.
Not disappointed yet. There's still plenty of football to go.
Can I? They're going to score 1-0 PSV. Mate, that's absolutely fucking piss poor. Wait till you see this goal.
Well, I think Beatty's just buffering now for me.
That's just absolutely piss poor, mate.
It's
deserved, though. It's deserved. It's honestly deserved. That is absolutely shit.
Fantastic. And that's got off. Yeah, of course it has.
Yeah, like that's shit, mate. You wait till you see this goal. It's shit.
Well, we'll do, but it sort of turned itself off as you're going about to say, defend.
Well, it's done you a favour by him turning itself off, mate. I'll tell you. What about
boring, man.
Saliba, hold, mate. All of them. Every single one of them. Yeah, right. Has fucking done nothing in that fucking passage of play.
That's all defending.
How do you have like 4 defenders surrounding the ball and not one of them can at least squeeze the ball out of there? They're all just standing around. This is like they call it like the halo effect in the young kids game where everybody like stands around the person with the ball and gives them all just enough space to do what they need to. You can't do that. You just dribble like tap through the box. Boop.
What's that from Teeny as well? What the fuck is Teeny doing?
Everybody's just running away from the ball.
It's been disallowed.
Has it?
It's been disallowed, mate.
You know, it's funny. I saw an alert on my phone that said
he's offside.
It said score correction, and then I was like, I'm not going to say anything because maybe you guys know more than I do. But my alerts actually know more than you do. So the one on Tierney kept him offsides, right?
Have they checked it? Is it actually disallowed? Again,
yeah, it's been disallowed, mate. He's offside.
Another wake up call to Arsenal players. That's twice now we've got away with it.
We're getting very lucky with things, mate. I can tell you that much at the moment.
I mean, he's offsides. Definitely offside. That's why I thought, why didn't he call it? Because you can see the officials standing right there. Straight down the line. Pass is made. You know what? I always say you get 2 tries. You don't want to fail the third. How many wake-up calls do you need now if you're Arsenal?
He's offside again, isn't he?
Yeah, he was offside.
Yeah, him.
No, I meant again. Again, they've got broke through and he's offside.
Well, they're actually trying to score. You know, that's what it looks like when you try to score.
See, that's an actual clear proper offside. That's not Harry Kane offside either.
Oh, crap. CBS Sports here just went.
Yeah, there's actually 2 of them offside.
Yeah.
Still, though, the defender was
poor, to say the least. from all the back four as well, not just one in particular. All four of them are like all over the place. Offside again. Well done, Ramsdale coming out and getting in that.
Oh, Odegaard.
1 minute in.
Oh, fucking hell.
How could he be just offsides? I mean, his whole body is ahead of Tierney. I don't know where Holding was going with that. He just runs past the player with the ball.
Splash out or something.
What happened
there?
What, did the lights just turn off, did they?
Is it half time?
Supposed to be 1 minute extra over here.
Yeah, so it got to be your back.
I didn't realise it was half time. I thought there was a few minutes left.
Odegaard with a nice shot. We picked the corner, he scores. I know I'm being greedy, but damn it.
Corner, for God's sake. That's handball.
Oh, the lights are coming off in this.
What the hell was that?
I know.
And the refs have scored for half time, as has happened. That's completely random. While the play was playing, guys. We had a right display on the pitch. Must be a boring game if you notice the lights go out for a second. It's just random. That's what it was. It's like the game's playing. It looked like the keeper had been paid enough, and it's just like, warning. Well, we're 40, as it stands, by hook or by crook, by some luck as well so far. We're 45 minutes away from winning the group. Woohoo! Scraping it though.
Well, you can't play any worse than that first half.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
If you play worse than that, you know what happens. So we can't play worse.
I can't tell you one player that I'm impressed with in that first half.
No.
No one's done nothing. And every single one of them would give the ball away. No composure, no nothing.
No.
And it's obvious where the problem lies.
Yeah.
We definitely need to get at least another centre midfielder in, even to kind of not just to have a better option than Lokonga, but to actually compete with the other two. It needs to be on the same level.
Yeah. Well, we said this in the summer though. We knew this what we needed, but
you're gonna see Partey, Jesus, and Saka come on second half. He ain't gonna put up with this. He ain't gonna put up with this. This is absolutely diabolical.
And with that, I think Sambi, Eddie, and they and Nava will come off.
Yeah, they're gonna go, mate. They're gonna go, all of them. And bloody right so as well, mate. Because they're not doing enough.
No.
See, for me, what's best? To warm up, sit, or to warm up, start, and knowing you're coming off after 45. I get the risk if they have to play more than 45, but they're warming up anyways.
Yeah. Oh, I agree with you, mate. It's a tricky one, isn't it? Really,
But if you're going to have 70% of the possession with Partey, and we're not even possessing it in the good spots of the field, he's going to help you get the ball up the pitch more. Maybe we have the ball for even like if he's having a bad day like everybody else, it won't matter. But we need somebody that can actually play the position. But it just to me,
we saw last Thursday in the home game. Partey came on and the game changed for us, and drastically in a positive sense. Suddenly, we had more control of the game. More control of the game, and basically had our foot on the ball, more progressive, more aggressive, and created a lot more because of having Partey in that midfield pivot. Yeah. One thing.
It's such a vital role, though, isn't it? It is such a vital role in the team that position. And Eddie can't hold the ball up And that's the other kind of problem we got as well, isn't it? Like, especially away from home, we need someone who can hold the ball up so we can kind of, do you know what I mean? Get people into the game. At the moment, we have to play a certain way. And when you've got a couple of players that are obviously not strong enough, it just all falls to pieces.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna have to let you guys go. I'm gonna try to come back in a little bit later, but I will check with you later. I was hoping for us to see a score before this thing ended, but it doesn't look like Arsenal is interested in doing that today. So maybe 0-0 to the Arsenal gets us through, right?
You take it, wouldn't you?
All right, I'll talk to you later, Ryan. I think you're just coming back. I'll try to come back in a little bit later. Hopefully, we just finish this thing off with we're all smiling. That's
well.
Have a good evening, sir.
All right. Yep.
See you at the World Cup.
Yeah, even that ain't so simple, is it?
Sadly. Oh, this is fun. It's fucking clean now.
I might be able to give you 10 minutes of the second half, I reckon.
Yeah, that's all right, mate. I understand.
Oh, 7:30.
Yeah, she said he's only just got in.
Oh, brilliant news.
Yeah.
What's I'll probably be able to do most of the game.
Yeah.
Yay!
So go.
Oh, for fuck's
I don't want people
sake.
seeing me watching an Arsenal game anyway, do I really? Oh, Leicester Man City Saturday. That's a biggie. I still strangely think Leicester can be one of those sides that can upset Man City. I'm going to get a drink while I'm waiting.
Funny. Oh.
And we're back, and he's gone. Oh, my days. How has it read all the possession and done nothing with it?
It's a bit of a dire game, isn't it?
Yeah, I got your comment. I heard your comment, by the way, about Leicester Man City this weekend.
Mate, I still think Leicester are one of the sides that can upset them.
Please.
But then I think of Danny Ward, and I think maybe not.
Yeah, that's a point.
But Leicester are one of the teams that have kind of got in between their skin a little bit over the last few years, isn't they?
Yeah, especially Jamie Vardy, especially. And their defence has been Man City's defence does look vulnerable on a year's out. We've seen it this season at 3-3 against Newcastle, the 1-1 draw against. Well, they sort of lost that game against Villa, and an actual defeat to Liverpool as well. So they are gettable. Just got to pray and hope. Leicester actually turn up and Danny Ward miraculously gets an injury. Other than that. Imagine Leicester actually pull something off on that game now. Then we have to obviously do our job on Sunday. Obviously, give ourselves a bit of a cushion then. Knowing that if we get the result against Chelsea at the Bridge, we're going to the World Cup, top of the league.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, right. What we want to kind of do now is obviously beat Forest, don't we? Like. Yeah. I'm actually missing that Wolves game. I'm a bit gutted about that. I'm away, but we can. It's a shame it really pissed me off that we messed up that Southampton game, because if we'd won that Southampton game, it'd have given us the buffer, whether we won or lost at Chelsea, that we could still go in top as long as we're beating Wolves and Forest.
Yeah.
So, but I think we're good. I think we get a point. We can definitely get a point, if not 3 at Chelsea. You know what I mean? We've done it last year. We've done it the last 2 years. I'll be honest, right? We got to up our game though, and not play like we have played the last few games.
We've got to play a lot better than this. Put it that way.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't dismiss Chelsea just because they've got a few injuries and they haven't been as good as they were. Like, they are winning games at the moment as well. I know they didn't win on Saturday, but they've been winning.
No, exactly. And it's a London derby. As you say, we've beaten them the last 2 years on the bounce. Their fans aren't going to allow it to, or want to have a 3-year on the bounce defeat to us.
Nah.
Especially, it means we put away from that bit more as well in terms of the top, in terms of that top 4 in general.
It'd be good though if we do get that. If we do get that win over them.
Yeah, especially if Aubameyang's playing. Oh my God, imagine.
Well, that's the worry, innit? That he'll get a goal, won't he?
Probably will, or just close through the game and whatever. But we have to play it by the ear as it happens on the day. Next Sunday, is it? Not this Sunday, obviously. The following Sunday that is as well. What goes on fucking Sunday? It annoys me.
Well, even that Wolves game, 7:45 on a Saturday.
7:45. That's ridiculous.
Like, how are you getting back from Wolves to Arsenal? Oh, yeah, no need to chuck that one in the old rod, innit? How are you going to get there Boxing Day? I ain't going to get there Boxing Day, am I?
Liam, I'll book you a hotel.
Yeah. Someone did say that to me, and I was like, I'll get absolutely rinsed if I go in a hotel Boxing Day. Birthday next day as well.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely not is obviously the answer.
Oh dear. What if you can get a spare ticket?
Nah, she's got all her family here Boxing Day.
Fair enough.
So do you know what? Yeah, it's a big game. West Ham, it's London derby, but needs must.
Well, it's also little one's first Christmas and all that. So.
Don't feed her, mate. She can hear that. Don't feed her, mate.
Who's that made that comment?
No one made that comment.
Who's that made that comment?
Anyway, let's carry on the show.
What's his name?
The show's not about you. It's about us
Who
and
made that
Arsenal.
comment?
The show's not
Who
about
was
you.
it? Who's
Well,
it?
technically it's Boxing Day, so Christmas out the way, Brian.
Brian, you are now my new best friend.
You got a new best friend, Ryan.
Yes.
And you've lost one with it.
It's his child's first Christmas, and it's also my last Christmas as a miss. Next year I'll be Mrs. Gardner.
To be technical, Christmas Day is the day before, the day after, the day before. Sorry.
Exactly, mate. Yeah, that's my argument, mate. That's my argument.
You will wake up in a hotel on your own on your birthday.
Yeah, safely to say, I might be missing this Emirates game.
It's just bizarre to put. Why an 8 o'clock? Why has it got to be 8 o'clock in the evening on Boxing Day?
Their game should have been 27th, really, shouldn't it? If that's what it was about, then do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
London derby as well.
No, exactly.
Yeah, it's not too light.
Oh, so can I turn the big one off and put those on, or is that too dark?
No, it's too dark.
All right, I'll leave it for now, and once you're finished,
Oh dear.
Yeah, so basically after, like, potentially I could have missed the Brighton game as well, but I think because I got my nephew and he's had a ticket, they're going to drop us on CO2 on that night. But potentially, like, Sunday could be my last game till Newcastle.
On the 3rd of January, bloody hell.
Yeah. And even that's a shit kick-off time, isn't it? First day back at work, and you've got to try and get there at 8 o'clock at night.
Well, what about the Newcastle fans? All the Newcastle fans travelling down from Newcastle.
Yeah,
and
it's dreadful for Newcastle.
That's happened to them a lot in the last few years.
Yeah, it has. They've come to the Emirates a lot at an 8 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah.
Do you remember the old Thomas Vermaelen last minute winner, 95th minute winner against him? That was an 8 o'clock Monday night.
In the race for the top 4 and all that, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah. It was
that was literally defence to attack, weren't it? We were literally didn't have. Sure, they had a throw in or something in that in our box, or we had a throw in right in our box, near our box, and we went defence to attack just like that.
I think was it we went 1-0 up, we went 1-0 down, but got back into the game, and then we just peppered them for the entire. And it just weren't working, and then it literally just had the last throw of the dice. It's just fucking, and Vermaelen just threw himself up there as he always did back then, and he was just there at the right time, just toe poked it in, and fucking euphoria that the Emirates scarfs that and everything.
That's a good point from Chris about Martinelli. I think Martinelli, he seems to play better in the bigger games, don't he?
In the domestic wise, yeah.
Yeah.
It does seem like it, and again, as we all know, European games different to the domestic side of things, so we've just got to find the right balance, haven't we?
Yeah, it is about the balance. The balance is definitely key. You all right?
Oh, they're making a sub, PSV. De Jong's coming on.
Go on, put that in there.
Look at the Arsenal fans behind that net. Miserable as sin, most of them.
I'd be miserable if I watched that in the first half.
But yeah, PSV making an attacking substitution. De Jong's coming on.
Come on.
Don't know they're taking off though.
That's got to be an injury in it.
Might be just a tactical thing. It might be tactical as well, maybe, because obviously what he'll give against our defence, basically, yeah, area wise. No subs from us by the looks of it, though. Little team huddle.
Of course, Shaka got lucky there with that pass. Another poor pass.
Oh, for God's sake.
Got lucky with that one, but we've got a corner we have.
Yeah, got a corner. So look at 2. Yep, we're underway mine now. So I am on. It comes up in a second. 45:09:10.
On 45:58.
It's about 40 seconds, yeah.
Another poor corner. Did beat first man.
Sounds a bit like the Arsenal this evening.
Come on. Oh, answering Ketia wide.
Remember, I do not want to see flying babies on this stream. Oh, okay. Lineup's out for the girls later. Got another debut in goal. Our new goalkeeper is making a debut in goal just in general. Jordan Nobbs is in midfield, and Vivian makes her start as well after two game hiatus. Why can't we beat the first man? For God's sake. Mavitz, Mike, BT, Kately, Little and Nobbs. If Iwabuchi starts, blimey, that's a long time since that's happened. Iwabuchi starting, Hurling, Miedema, and Beth Mead.
Beth Mead's playing, is she?
What's that?
The thing is, right, where these games at the Emirates, it's not like you were going to rest players, are you? Because they want to play at the Emirates.
Yeah. McCabe and Zinsberg are on the bench, and Leo Waltley's on the bench, Ford and Bextinius and Manham. But yeah, the big guns, like you would expect them, because obviously you want the fans, especially because it's midweek. It's not even. Is it half term in London? I don't even know anymore.
Yeah.
It's either this week or next week's half term, but they want the fans obviously to get. They want the big number that they did for the North London derby. They get for the Man United game next month. It's Milo. Okay, Chris, we're desperate. We ain't that desperate. We don't want a 37 pushing 38-year-old Ronaldo in our squad. Thank you very much.
Well, that's better. Go on. Oh.
Also, he's saying that we've got Smith Rowe coming back in the next few after the World Cup.
He does so well there, Tierney, and then that shot was just poor.
Okay, Chris is not an Arsenal fan. After what he just said in the chat, no way can you be an Arsenal fan. It says a swap deal for Ronaldo with Man United for Martinelli. Are you mad? You're not an Arsenal fan. You're Pete again, aren't you? You're a fucking Tottenham fan. Hey, we've got Smith. People are panicking about the
they've gone through. They've just say Ramsdale. Oh shit! We got post. Oh, good say Ramsdale again. I bet he was off. What was it? Mate, he was off again. He was off again there, mate. Oh.
Chris saying I just don't make Martinelli. As I say, your first comment about Europe, we can sort of agree with you there in terms of it's taken a bit of time to adapt. To adapt his game to Europe, the European game, basically. But domestically, especially this season, he's been fucking on it this season. Barring Man United, at Man United where he got a goal disallowed, he's scoring big goals in big moments for us. Literally, what was it, 50 seconds into the main? Was it 50 seconds in? Or 90 seconds?
I'll tell you what, right, it was underrated, mate, how much Smith Rowe dug us out of holes with his goals last year.
Yeah. And that's the thing. People, that's what I'm trying to say. People are worrying about the left wing at the moment, but we've got a few more games where he's not going to be available. And after the World Cup from Boxing Day onwards, touch wood, he's back. He'll be back, hopefully fully fit and ready to go. And that's the thing. You have a Smith Rowe who's barely played because of injury this season. He's going to be up and raring to go. And assuming he's taking injury free from the training field, he's going to be an absolute must that we're going to need in our squad going for the second half of the season. If you a fresh pair of legs.
Come on. I know it's shit, but we're all watching it.
I don't know what's worse, Dad, this or Tottenham.
This, because at least Tottenham have a bit of banter.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's where you go. In.
A bit silly, you'll cry, maybe.
No, don't make me watch this bullshit, Dad.
You don't want to watch this.
No.
He's a nut.
I've had enough now. Feed me.
You might want a bottle, Sarah. He definitely wants a bottle, mate.
Yeah, he's like, feed me.
Come on. He's not having it. Oh, well, he's sucking on it now. He's going to cry in a minute. Oh, well done, Sleep. Good I told you. He was pretty good in the first half, to be fair to him.
Yeah.
I'll lay down. Come on.
Good boy. You can't come out. Over to there.
Fabio Vieira needs to get into this game more.
Yeah.
That's a proper push on him, though. Well, I don't know what that player's thinking of there. And you see that geezer saying he's diving. Look at the state. You wait to see the state of this geezer. In one of the fans. Cut down on the old pork pie, son.
Oh, did you watch fucking, what was it? Ref Watch on Monday. What was it? Dermot Gallagher, his fucking name is.
No, I don't.
French, by the way.
Yeah.
Basically saying the Jesus foul, we was all saying it was a penalty, it's a coming together of the legs.
Oh, Mike Riley's mate, innit?
Yeah. And as we sort of discussed briefly on Twitter yesterday, they've They've rehired a referee they sacked 4 years ago. Again. Oh my God, I just seen a statement. Jesus Christ. Just saw the
See him.
Yeah. Jesus. There's been an improvement so far.
Yeah, we ain't getting ball away as much.
No, that's what I'm saying. There has been an improvement.
It could get, I said, it couldn't get much worse, though, to be fair.
Oh, Jesus doesn't look happy.
I'm still not really. I think, they're through. Oh, mate. It's gone right across the goal. I tell you what, mate, we've lived on an edge here tonight, haven't we? Could easily be 2-0 down.
We are
if we're being frankly honest. Mate, he's done well there, that Platt.
The thing is, Jesus, like everyone's having a bit of a worry about him at the moment. You've got to remember, even at City, he didn't play this regular, so he's having to be used to.
The big man's coming on, Roy.
What, Gabby?
No.
Or
Thomas Partey. And saying that, they've gone 1-0 up. That's the goal. They're 1-0 up. That is definitely a goal.
Does it count?
Mate, what's this geezer doing with his goal celebration?
You said this before. I can't see us losing. Please don't say this. Oh. Shut up. What about your own team dropping down to Europa League? Mate, you can't even get out of a group that fucking had Porto and fucking Club Brugge in it.
What's Rob Holding doing? Rob Holding, I'll like to say there.
Oh, you prick.
What's Rob Holding?
Absolute moron. Absolute moron. I'm sorry.
Lukonga not chasing back his man.
And who got the assist? De Jong.
It's a good finish. You might as well just bring Jesus on now, mightn't you, as well?
Yeah, fuck it.
Right. There's no point consisting with some of these players because they're not going to get you out of jail.
Yeah, even Bobby's agreeing with you there.
Oh, temper tantrums. Temper tantrums. He's taking Odegaard off. He's brought Saka on as well.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, what the fuck's going out the wing then?
He took Lukonga off.
So he's took Lukonga and so Lukonga for Sambi basically. Lukonga for Partey and Odegaard gone off. You're going to go there and Saka go down the right. I'll bring Jesus on because
I'll bring all on, mate. He might as well now, mightn't he? He's gone with the main player. That was the worry. That's Partey. It's been poor all game though, mate, innit?
Yeah. They had warnings in the first half. 2 warnings.
I think we're losing by a couple of goals. I think Tierney's been poor as well, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all come soon, mate. I'll put it on mute for 1 sec, mate.
Yeah, no worries, mate. No worries.
No one needs to listen to that.
Oh, I've got to watch this rubbish. Tierney, can you please sort of hurry up? We are losing. We do need the point. Oh, I swear to God, if they go and count and get a second, I'm going to cry. Oh, Tierney's been bought. Fantastic. God's sake.
It's just pedestrian like shit.
Yep. Oh, dear.
There's a few players I'm just been a bit disappointed with. Yeah. Just not doing what they need to do, not trying even take an opportunity.
No, that's not a foul, apparently. No, it is now. Fantastic. Well, sorry, going back to that city, we were talking about the.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So
almost two.
No, it's just even party giving the ball away.
Oh, fantastic. I was going to say about Leicester Man City. Apparently, Haaland's out injured.
Is he?
Apparently, there's an injury, apparently. Or, I don't know if it's definitely out, but there's rumours that he's got an injury again. Which could benefit us. If it's a long-term one. I doubt it, though. Probably just fucking mind games that Pep's playing with. Get our hopes up and come fucking Saturday afternoon. Oh, look, Khan's in the elite team.
What concerns me, right, is that we scored 1 goal in our last 4 games at most.
Yeah.
Our performance in Europe has been shit as it is.
Yeah, it hasn't been all that, put it that way. Look.
Oh, we got done the job, but
Sounds about right with Arsenal in Europe.
That's shit and Tomiyasu. Mate.
There's no pace. We're 1-0 down.
Hey, we ain't got a Scooby what we're doing, honestly.
No. And there's no urgency. It's just like get the ball and give it. Every player is holding onto the ball 10 seconds too long.
This has been an absolute diabolical display.
It's it's just so slow. It's just like going through.
They got a corner.
Oh, fantastic! Oh dear. Keep the faces.
2-0.
Oh, for God's sake.
2-0. Aaron Ramsdale, fuck up.
Oh, I give up. Why are we making it so hard for ourselves? Because now we've got to go full strength next week, for fuck's sake. We've got to go full strength now. This is the thing. Next week, we've got to go full strength to win the group. Seriously? So anyone decent would come up again. Any decent team now.
What has he done there, mate? He's come out and not even got it. He's gone out to punch it. He's totally missed it, mate.
Fucking moron.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, he's a moron. He's an absolute moron.
Mate, do you know what, right? That's fucking bread and butter, mate. That's bread and butter. If you come out, mate, he was fucking revving them up. And he does that himself.
How is it we've slightly improved compared to the first half and we're losing still?
Do you know what, right? I'd rather play the fucking a young team, mate, and not even risk none of these to lose the game, mate. Now he's took off Holding and he's brought on Jesus.
Oh my God.
I tell you what, mate, the squad is fucking not good enough. The squad is way not good enough.
Well, what it's showing is that if we come up against anyone decent in Europe, we're going to struggle.
Mate, Rangers beat these lot. Glasgow fucking Rangers beat these lot.
And they got thumped by Liverpool recently, 7-1, and they're basically out of Europe completely with a game to spare. So he's got De Jong came on at half time, got an assist, and now a goal.
I don't expect you. Oh fucking hell! He's fucking put his foot studs on him now. I thought Jesus got injured then.
Wouldn't surprise me. Everything's gone so far tonight.
Fucking time, mate. I knew we'd lose. I thought we'd lose tonight, to be honest, but Jesus. This is just showing me, mate. Like, Leeds was fucking appalling. Leeds was dire, mate. Leeds was dire. We got away with one, mate. Southampton's second half was absolutely appalling after I've dominated them.
Yep. And as I say, there's losing, but then there's losing like this.
Oh, look, mate, there's not even one fucking simple pass. Mate, they're embarrassing us, mate, honestly. Could be 3-0.
Oh, go away.
Disallowed.
Oh, disallowed, fuck for that.
Offside. Mate, this is absolutely... I'll tell you, Shaka's had a fucking abysmal game.
Yeah.
They all have. He's well offside, to be fair.
Gary says in the chat, so we bring on all our starters and we still may lose now. They may have to play 3 straight matches in a row. If we lose tonight and then lose next week, then yeah, we have to win next week now. The annoying thing is, all we needed, the bare minimum tonight was the point we needed to just end it once and for all.
Mate, I don't think a lot of these players, mate, have got the fucking gonads, mate. And like, this is the same lot of players, yeah, right, that went to It's the same lot of players that went to, what do you call it, Newcastle and bottled it, and went to Tottenham and bottled it. And like, some of these players are just not fucking good enough, mate. Do you know what I mean?
But you'd think at the same time.
Unfortunately, they're not, mate. Unfortunately, they're not.
And learn from it.
I don't want to be too critical, but I look at games like tonight, mate, and I sit there and I think we'll run out of luck soon.
And this is why whenever we've got the likes of fucking Rory Jennings and all that going, when will Arsenal fans realise they're in a title race, they're going to win the title and all that? No. We're nowhere near that sort of product yet. Nowhere near that. I was happy to take it game by game because eventually I knew this was coming.
This is fucking abysmal.
Yeah, no,
it's what happens, mate. It's what happens,
mate. Yeah, but it's the way
without squad.
It's the way we're playing them.
Shitting me hell, mate. It should be 3-0. That is as free as anything, mate. Honestly, you wait till you see this, mate. This is fucking abysmal. Mate, I'll tell you what, yeah, right? He needs to fucking get these lot in there tonight, mate, and fucking tell them a few things about themselves tonight, because this is a gutless performance here. This could be 5 or 6. They've had 3 goals disallowed, and they're giving them that kind of opportunity. I couldn't give a shit if it's our second defeat of the season. This is fucking abysmal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the way we're losing. It's a performance. It's the way we're losing, though, tonight. If we'd played decent and actually dug deep and given our all and still lost, at least because they'd left everything on the pitch, they've given nothing tonight.
Mate, they've given absolute nothing, mate. Let's be frankly honest, right? Let's be really, really honest now. Eddie Nketiah, Lokonga, Rob Holding, all them lights. are not good enough. Vieira needs to do more, mate. Not seen what he's offered since Brentford. He needs to do much, much more if he wants to be part of this team that's going to get much better. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's enough players here, mate. They're just not doing enough or not good enough. And the performances in Bodo Glint and Zurich were shite. Away from home, they were shite. We got lucky.
Yep.
These players are not good enough. Some of these players are just not good enough. Fucking hell, mate. Look how easy it is for them. Oh, mate, it should be another one. Tierney, what are you doing? It should be another one, mate. Offside again, by the way.
So basically it's going to be 4-5-0 to PSV, basically.
Mate, I didn't even go that far to say 5-6-0, mate.
But you know,
What the fuck is that?
Fucking offside goals and all that.
We're a fucking disgrace today, mate. This is unacceptable. It was a good opportunity to show that we could play away from home in Europe against a decent side.
Yeah.
And we've absolutely bottled it at the moment. And this is the underbelly that worries me.
Oh, here comes the texts.
Bum.
I'm saying hopefully the text in now, like coming through.
This performance is as bad as it comes.
Two 0 down, he's in tricks and flicks. Of course he is.
Bring Ben White on now. He needs to, because Tommy Asu has been dragged all over the place.
Yeah.
I don't really get Tommy Asu and Tierney at the moment, mate. Like, how are they dropping these kind of performances?
That's fallen off a cliff. Completely fallen off a cliff. Compared to last season. Guy saying Giroud is grinning somewhere. Ugh. Grinning fucking wants that good shit.
Mate, that's what is it? Ooh, Saliba now giving it. Mate, they're going to score again soon. Every time we give it away, mate. I think Tierney needs to have a good look at himself as well, mate, at the moment. Mane's going to get himself sent off in a minute.
That was Sunday night up, that was.
I think they're kind of targeting him. They know he's been booked. Gabriel and White are coming on.
So what's Saliba going off then?
Tierney's going off. Fucking too right as well, man. I think he's been fucking shit as well.
I swear to God, if he puts Tommy Asu at left back.
I think he'd take Tommy Asu off, wouldn't it? Yeah, he took him off. Too right, mate. I'll take them both off, mate. They're fucking been abysmal, mate.
Chris, behave yourself. He only just got fucking mired. He only just got past Ajax last night.
Anyway.
You're your £80 million striker hitting the post from a sitter.
And Nketiah's never going to win it. No, it's too big for him. Fucking. Let's be honest, mate. Liverpool should be fucking above us, like with their attacking talent.
So Eddie and Nketiah's finishing the game then, because they're all 5 subs now, isn't it? Fuck's sake. Offers nothing and still gets to finish the game.
Yeah, I suppose the only positive is, mate. The only positive, if there was ever to lose a game, this was the game to lose.
Yeah, but it's just
if there was ever to get a kick up the arse, and show that fucking you need to fucking sort this out. This was the game that you'd rather lose, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I get that. There's a part of me that just wanted it dealt with tonight in terms of winning the group.
Zurich, we are fucking second team. There's a problem.
You say that. Look how we're playing recently. You say against like the Leeds and bloody Southampton last week. Not exactly pulling up trees.
I'm still better than fucking Zurich, mate. They're still better than fucking Zurich. I'll give my ticket away. I can do you next Chetware Thursday. I'll give my ticket away.
Thanks for joining me on here then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can do that next Thursday. Just depress myself a little bit more. Fucking watch. What's that, mate?
At least you'll be in the warmth.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear.
Oh, we had a shot from about 30 yards for Vieira way over the bar.
We had a shot though. Way. It only took us 75 minutes. Again, it's not. I know what you're trying to say now, but it's the way we're playing. It's just.
Bump.
No, never saying we can't win them all, but I'm just saying it's not that. It's not that we expect them to win every game. It's performance-wise. It's just we've shown nothing tonight.
It makes me laugh that people saying we should win the Europa Cup this year. I'm not really in that kind of woods at the moment that we should win it because, do you know what? I still think there's a lot of flaws in this squad and we got to concentrate on the Premier League.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we should have had a penalty against Southampton. We should have had a lot of things against Southampton.
Yeah.
I fully agree. Oh, shit. Mate. And Shaka's not had a good game.
No, none of them have. No one has. No one stands out in a good way.
Yep, all right.
But Dad, could we just turn it off now, please?
I'll be glad for a full-time whistle. Watch this, mate. They ain't doing nothing, mate, at the moment.
No.
In this game.
The Arsenal Misfits has come in and says, "Greeting, gents. Dad, I'm working right now. As judging by the score, I'll be throwing bricks at my TV."
It's not been fucking rosy, mate. I can tell you that much.
Oh, for God's sake.
So, I was about to say, I haven't really seen Saka since he's come on. Oh, you got to score that, Nketiah. You have to score that. That is not good enough. He has to score that. He has to score that. He's not, mate. That's the difference, mate. He has to score this. Oh, he has to fucking score that. You seen it yet?
I think I'm about to now. Oh, you fucking moron.
He ain't good enough, mate.
Yeah,
he's not.
Sam's in the chat saying this is terrible. Yeah, that's putting it politely.
He's not good enough, mate. I'm telling you now, mate. He won't be here next year. He won't be here next year.
If we'd gotten top 4 last season, he wouldn't be here.
No, yeah, he had a good little run at the end of that season.
Yeah,
but
the club would have took the hit in the summer and let him go for nothing if we got Champions League.
if we're serious about where we want to be, mate, you ain't. You ain't telling me.
Jesus has been booked. Of course he has. For attempting to go for the ball. He's been booked.
Something's kicking off here with Xhaka and that. Something's kicking off. Xhaka just pushed him off.
Xhaka, you get yourself booked and suspended for next week. That's what we need.
They can drink in the stadiums, everything, can't they?
Abroad, yeah. Even in Germany, Holland, yeah. There's none of this. Oh, it's against the law. You got to drink it in the concourse. You can't go beyond this point with that beer.
Come on, Bob. All right. Stop being niggly.
Oh, basically, Xavi was taking the piss in terms of going off.
That's what they do, though, isn't it, mate?
Time wasting. And Xhaka wasn't having nothing to hear of it.
But he needs to be fucking looking at his own players, mate. And for today, I'm afraid. They're going to do that, ain't they?
And then for that, Xavi's now been booked as he's gone off because he was time wasting.
Yeah, we're crap, boy. It's the hope that kills you.
Yeah.
You're going to realise. Oh, pardon you.
It can only get better.
Can't get any worse than this, can it? As Sam said, mate, this is terrible.
Yeah. If we play like this on Sunday, for us to smell blood.
Well, the worry is now, mate, innit? Like we've played this, we played our cards today to get the group done, and we haven't got it done. We should still, as I said, we should always have enough to beat Zurich. But who does he play on next Thursday now with that Chelsea game?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's going to be a free kick. Is he saying that Saka's dived there? Fucking hell, if he's done that.
Xhaka finally gets his rest. Has he actually got booked?
Yeah, Eddie, Sambi, Holding. Yeah, agree, Sam. Eddie, all three of them are just not good enough. The problem is the bigger players have had to come on tonight to try and pick up the pieces, and by that point, performance is so bad.
The game was done by then, wasn't it?
Yeah, you got that, and then you got Ramsdale with fucking don't know what he was playing at. But we could have lost this game 4-5-0.
Yeah, we went for a few offside goals. That's how bad we've been tonight, and that's scary. In one sense, the World Cup could come at the right time for us then. If we can get through these next few league games and the Cup game against Brighton, and then obviously come the World Cup and all that.
Oh, yeah, mate, it's coming right at the right time for us, I think.
That's what I'm saying. It seems like it because the way we just our playing form's just dipped. Yeah, it's a dive.
But it's not good if it's a dive, mate, because it's going to start getting people to say it's creeping into his game. Why does he need to dive? I don't know why he needs to dive for anyway.
No, exactly. Gakpo had 2 goals ruled out. Yep, both offside. in the first half.
Well, I'm going to have to shoot, mate.
Yeah, no worries, mate. I'll see you at the weekend, possibly.
Yeah, see you at the weekend, mate.
No worries, mate.
See you later, guys. See everyone.
And then it was me. We could do with Gakpo, but we ain't going to spend the money, Sam. Not on someone like that. We've got Saka and all that, and Martinelli, because it provides competition. And clearly, they don't want to do that. Well, especially won't do it in Jan. I don't know. I'm just depressed now. I'm annoyed. We've under 10 minutes to go, and I'm depressed because we could have wrapped this up tonight in terms of qualification. Not qualification in terms of winning the group, because we've already qualified, just winning the group. But now we've given them hope going into the last game next week. And yes, we're at home and all that against Zurich, but playing like this, it ain't a one-off either. As Liam said before, he went Leeds United, Southampton, especially the second half against Southampton. And second half against Leeds, we just dropped arse. We just fell off a fucking cliff. This is an entire. What we got in them second half performances, both them games I mentioned there, we've had that for the entire match tonight for this. And that's more concerning, more than anything else. The second we go up against a decent team in Europe, away from home, we're going within ourselves and we're playing. We see reminiscence of fucking Newcastle and Tottenham Way last season. Sam saying sell Tierney and use that towards a proper CDM and striker. We need Zinchenko back first. We can consider selling someone like Tierney. What we need is we need someone, a midfielder, that gives us, if not the same, if not the same, similar to what Partey gives us. So we're not so reliant on Partey coming off the bench and controlling the game the way he usually does. So the pressure gets taken off him in that sense. Yeah, we need a decent number two, back up to Jesus to keep him on his toes, and vice versa, because Eddie ain't the one. He had his little purple patch. He got a new contract because we didn't get back in the Champions League last season. We weren't happy to bite the bullet and let him go for nothing. Gave him a 5-year deal, big money, and now I think if we do see out the season in the top 4 and get back in the Champions League that way, in terms of league-wise, I do see us letting Eddie go. He had 4 years left in his contract, and he's just not good enough. And at least then we'll get a fee for him. If we'd gotten Champions League last season, I think the club would have bit the bullet and just let him go for nothing. Because we could have gone after another striker to provide competition for Jesus, and basically because we would have had the law of Champions League football back at the Emirates in London as well. But hey, it is what it is. It looks like we're struggling to play the basics again. Where's the spark gone? It also looks like the team know how to play us better now. I think it's more the fact that I think part of it's down to the fact that Arteta doing this against the likes of Zurich and Bodo Glimt in the other games in this group, playing the big guns, not resting enough for the players, literally overplaying them, so they're not getting the full week off. Some players were initially, and now it's like against PSV home and away. Now we've gone full strength. But the second he started adding more of the Premier League players into the European games against Bodo and all that, our performances have suffered in the league. And it's not. It just shows how light we are as a squad, and where we can't do what we did last year, come January, and just heavily rely on if buts and maybes, and if we can't get the ones we want in, first choices, we'll just suck it up. Basically, we can't do that. We ain't got the squad to do that. We do. It's again, as I say, it shows we do need to go out and get 2-3 players, and then win in the January window at a bare minimum 2-3 players. Another thing that's more annoys me tonight is we beat them last week 1-0. They lost at the weekend on Sunday 4-2 in a game no one expected them to lose. They lost 4-2 away from home. So they were coming into this game on a low, and it seems like the complete opposite. The way we played tonight is how everyone sort of expected PSV to play going into this game, the way their form's been in the last couple of games, and how PSV has played. It's how we're expecting ourselves to play in terms of confidence and all that. We just had nothing. And then Arteta's substitutions, you wait instead of making the subs at half time, maybe taking Eddie off, because Eddie's done fuck all. Even down the middle, he's done fuck all now. And I've tried giving him some props at the start of this stream, but no, it's fucking backfired, so fuck off. But instead of taking him off and bringing Jesus on then, bringing Partey on at half time as well, just doing 2 subs there could have changed this game in terms of bringing it on there and then when it's at 0-0. Could have been a completely different outlook to this game, but no. He waits until we're 1-0 down, and then he goes, okay, I might make a sub now. As soon as he goes to make the subs, bang, 2-0. Ramsdale noses up as well. It's like, you know it's not your night when your goalkeeper, your first choice goalkeeper, fucking does a clanger like that and kills the game off like that. And again, one of the massive critiques of Arteta is he's reactive. He's not proactive. He's never proactive in his subs. He never makes us. I can't remember a game where he's made a sub at half time recently, let alone this season. Where he's got half time comes along and he goes, you know what? I've got mixed up. I've got to bring someone on. He's so reactionary. It's unreal. He's Turner injured. Yeah, Arteta confirmed it before the game kicked off. Matty Turner felt a pull in his groin last night, so they didn't want to risk it. So he's been rested for this week. But it's a slight pull, nothing major, but it's a slight pull in his groin. If we had this squad last season, we would have been fine. That's the thing. Last season with no European football, yeah. But that wasn't the case, was it? As we know. The fact we've got European football and he's gone in full strength the way he has done, pretty much from day one. The occasional rookie here and there, but pretty much full strength this entire group stage. It's now coming back to bite us on the arse because fatigue's kicking in for certain players, and it's affecting the entire team performance as a whole. But the main thing is, I know we qualified last week, but I wanted it fully done, like winning the group tonight, the game to spare, so we could rest players next week. But no, we've got to go full strength. You know, at home, we've got to go full strength now. Kill the game off as quick as possible, then bring some players off. But the way we're playing, I don't think we will kill the game off quick. Against Zurich, I'll be gutted if come this time next week we go to the Emirates, play Zurich, don't get the result we need to point, the bare minimum of a point to secure the final spot, and PSV nick top spot over us. And that's 2 extra games then we've got to play then if we don't get top spot. I honestly thought we wouldn't have this issue tonight, but especially when I saw the lineup. When I saw the lineup, I thought I was more at ease. But hey, it is what it is. We've got seconds to go, by the way. We're literally in the last 20 seconds of injury time now. So he's back to up in Eindhoven. Sam Greenwood, we are always light. Always one or two players from being where we want. It's not going to change, is it? We are always going to be 80% where we need to be. And it's a full-time whistle. And it's now Arsenal with 10 points, PSV with 7, 8, 9 points. We are top of the group by a point. So basically now we've gone from needing a point to qualify to needing a win to win the group. So not qualify, to win the group. To win the group, we now need to win next Thursday. Sorry. Because if we draw and they win the group. And they will win because of the way they performed against the other teams in this group. So we have to win, which means we are going to have to go full on in our selection next week and have no mercy, basically. So Forest, guys, he might come into good hiding on Sunday because it seems like we're going to have to give you a good hiding. On Sunday to get our confidence up, ready for Thursday. Sorry, we're at home. That's the one positive is we are at home. It's going to be on our pitch and all that on our terms. We have to win now. We know now a point's not good enough. Next week, a win. It's got to be a win now. We've gone from again. What is it saying that now? What is it of Arsenal? Back end of last season, Tottenham. Got the Tottenham away game, Newcastle away. Both games, all the Tottenham game, bare minimum we needed was a point. We lost. That then went to needing a win to all back qualify for the Champions League, and we lost. And I'm saying up till now, I've been saying, Arsenal learned from that. It seems like Arsenal have learned from them sort of them errors, them mistakes, and what happened, and the mentality side of things. They learned from that, and they're growing with that. And ever since I've said that, fucking Leeds second half, Southampton second half, and then the entire match tonight against a decent European opposition away from home in Europe, we've completely dropped ours and been found out. And if it weren't for 3 of the goals being ruled off for offside, we are completely humiliated in scoreline as well. And you look at the stats, we had more possession than them, done fuck all with it. They had less possession and they had more clinical. So it goes to show possession means nothing in football, especially domestic or European side of things, especially in these sort of games. Is that how clinical you are? And this tonight, as for me, cemented that Eddie's, the less we see of Eddie this season, the better, because it sounds harsh, but he ain't done nothing now. He wants the opportunities. We're giving opportunities in Europe. And for the majority of this group stage, he's done fuck all. And I'm sick of it now. He's got his big contract with him. He's now settled, has feet up on the beach. And I mean, what did he do? How can he play like he did tonight? And all the players played poor tonight, by the way. But as a striker, you've given absolutely nothing for 90 minutes. You have one chance, and you scuff it like you wouldn't believe, basically. You absolutely scuff it. We're being polite here, by the way. And you finished the fucking game. You know what the difference was? Let's go right back, as I said, but the substitutions. Half-time, Van Nistelrooy makes a sub. It brings on De Jong. De Jong gets an assist for the first goal, scores the second. That's the difference. That was the difference in the end. And that's what I'm saying before. Arteta needed to make a sub at half-time. Not as a sub, a couple of subs at half-time. Get Partey on and Jesus on at half-time. But no. After seeing what we saw in the first half, we thought, you know what? not been great, but you know what? I'm going to give you another 10, 15 minutes. And he does that, and we're 2-0 down by the time we make subs. And you're just like, we're here as fans scratching our heads thinking, what the hell? And I referred to back before that things that like I was just referring to before. You're scratching your head because we've seen this before. We've seen this story before. Literally this year, last season, but this year, back in late April, early May, we saw this. Away to Tottenham, needed a point to get us Champions League football. We lost. Next game, needed a win to get us all but Champions League, all but confirm us for Champions League the following season. This season, we lost. We've been here before, and now we're in a position again where we needed a point tonight to win the group. To win the group, we needed a point. We lost. We now know we're at home. We now know we have to win. Nothing less than a win, and we risk coming second in our group. And having played 2 extra games in the playoff game against one of the teams that drops down from the Champions League, it could be Barcelona, Juventus, Atletico Madrid, Sevilla, for example. That's 4, as I've mentioned, by the way, out of the 8. That cut and dry now. We have to win. And from what I'm seeing recently, even though it's Zurich and all that, we're at home. At this moment in time, at the end of this game, might change in the next couple of days or so. I don't know yet, but I'm not feeling confident now. I'm not. I don't know what from the get-go what the players are doing. Was the misplaced passing, the constant. As I say, the main thing: misplaced passing, giving the ball away cheaply, and just being so lazy data. And then when we've got the ball, why is it we've got to be so slow on the ball? I keep saying this every fucking time I have this conversation with you guys on this channel. Be it under Arteta, under Emery, under Wenger. When we attack with pace of an intensity and pace and threat to our game, we can trouble any defence. Especially this fucking squad, if we did that. But it's like tonight, we're 2-0 down with 25, 30 minutes to go. We've got the ball on the halfway line, and we're so slow, lethargic. No one's making runs off the ball to help out the player on the ball to make runs and try and stretch the defence that way and cause a bit of aggro. It's all just standing, the players off the ball, standing there FC, waiting for the ball to come to them. And the players got the balls in. Can someone get open? Can someone get open? They're not getting open. So, okay, I'm going to go back to the goalkeeper. And so, again, it's just slow. It's not even pattern anymore. It's a slow, lethargic, back and forth, sideways, backwards, bullshit. There's no urgency. At no point. And even the Eddie chance I mentioned before, that felt in more luck than anything. That came out of luck more than anything. In 90 minutes of football tonight, we've shown nothing to suggest we wanted to get something from this game tonight. It was like at 0-0, even though the warnings of the first goal, the second goal, and the third goal being ruled off for offside, the first 2 goals ruled for offside in the first half, it just seemed like the mindset was get the nil, do what the mindset was basically what PSV had last week. Come and get the draw, basically. Get the point, get in, get out of the point. And it's completely backfired. But even at 1-0 down, between 1-0 and 2-0, no overreaction, no nothing. 2-0 down. Apart from the chance that fell to Eddie, nothing. And then we're having to do what I didn't want Arteta to do. And we're having to bring on all the big guns from the fucking bench. But by the time, I keep repeating myself now, I do apologise, but at the time he brings on the big guns, initially from the first couple of subs onwards, we're 2-0 down. It's too late, the game's gone. And the players coming on know that, and we saw nothing from Saka really. Same with Partey, same with Jesus, because the game's gone, and then because then a few players are coming on, because the rest of the players that have started this game know that the game's gone themselves, they've given up, and then you can't with that you can't expect a Saka, Partey, Jesus, if in the attacking sense, to just try and turn things around. When the other 8 players are just going through the motions at that point. But hey, we're our own worst enemy in that sense. We've made it difficult for ourselves tonight. It's backfired. We've lost. All we can do now is dust ourselves down, go into Sunday, get a confidence booster there in terms of we're going to have to for confidence boosting side of things alone. We're going to have to absolutely batter Nottingham Forest on Sunday. Have to at home first and foremost, and it's to send a message that that was just a blip. We'll be fine. And just praying hope, with all our fingers and toes crossed, that we turn up on Thursday at the Emirates against Zurich. Because if we don't, we know the consequence. Oh dear, what time is it anyway? I'm going to have to wrap this up, guys, because I'm going to go live in a couple of minutes on another stream on this channel for the Women's Champions League match between Arsenal and the Arsenal women's team and Zurich, live in the Emirates Stadium. The second match day there in Champions League, Women's Champions League side, after coming off the back of the fantastic start that they made last week away to the European champions in Lyon. We've now got the easier team, so we say, of the group in Zurich at home. It's our first match at home in Europe this season, so yeah. But thanks guys for coming along, keeping me sane and keeping me company. Obviously Sam and Gary as well. Big up to them guys and little Bobby as well for helping me through that, so I say. Just helping me through. Because I would have lost my mind even more if it was just me doing this with you guys in the chat. But big up to all you guys in the chat, Sam, Russ, even Gary, Nemeth, the Arsenal Misfit, Chris, Mr. Bungle as well. Troy's been in as well, in and out. Big up to you all, massively appreciate it, and I hope to see you again in a couple of minutes' time for the next stream. Arsenal women versus Zurich in the Women's Champions League. But yeah, it is what it is. And until a few minutes time, as always, up the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners.